who agree with me or not. I'm not doing this to be agreed with. I'm doing this because this is how I feel. If you want me to be open-minded and to allow you to have all these women, as your wives, then I want to be able to have male friendships, male companions as well. I'm not saying I want to have sex with many men. That's not that. And that's another thing. Polygamy, it should be more than about just sex. It shouldn't be just based in sex, based in feeding a sexual desire. It shouldn't be like that. If you're talking about sisters supposed to bond and all of that, what about sisters bonding with the men? I want to bond with everybody. I love everybody. But then it's like, oh, you a hoe. You a hoe if you want to have, male friends and shit like that, because it could lead to something. But when you doing it, you're not a hoe. You just being a man's nature. So what it seemed like is that polygamy is wrapped around and based in feeding the needs and the desires of a man. It's feeding the nature of a man, but I just don't understand it, because a man came from a woman. He naturally has that bond with his mother, does he not? He naturally has that bond with his mother. So what you mean a man and a woman can't be friends? That's the silliest shit ever. And like I said, it's like with the family thing. As his wife, you can't just go up to any of the males and just want to have a simple conversation, because it's like, what, you like him? You like him because you could cause confusion like that. You don't think that his wife might be feeling some type of way? Why would she, if we all supposed to be family? Why would she? And can't she just ask me what the fuck I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of shit that don't really rub me right with that shit. So that's why I feel like polygamy is overrated and is being used to benefit a man. And it's funny because in my awakening process, I never thought that I was going to be somebody like a feminist. That's something that I never wanted to portray myself to be, a feminist. Because when I think of a feminist, I think of somebody who like bash men, who hate men, who talk down on men, who put they baby daddies on child support, just dumb shit, like, and that's not where I'm going with this. I'm saying if you want to be polygamous on your behalf, you want your woman to be open-minded for you, then you need to have that same open-mindedness for your woman. You need to be able to understand that, everything is not just about you. She should have that same thing. She should have that same right. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect the polygamy in a sense that is all revolving around the desires and the needs of a man. Fuck that. Cause we got needs and desires too. This is how I know I'm right. This is how I know I'm right. He like to say, I'm looking for that relationship I had with my father. Let me tell you, when I was little, I had a really close bond with my father. I had a bond with him that was closer than the bond I had with my mother, because she was at work a lot, so we didn't really bond, and she was real strict on me. But my father was a little more relaxed. He allowed me to be, just be, and I allowed him to just be, and we didn't bother each other. So me and him had a really good bond, and it was me and him all the time. It was my male cousins. I was always with my male cousins. It was always me and a bunch of men. All right, then I got into, he passed away. I grew, I got, I don't want to say older, but I guess more mature or whatever in Babylon age, okay? What they consider older or growing in age. And I got into a relationship. And it's funny because the same thing happened again. It's like I used to be with my boyfriend at the time. It was me, him, his brothers, and his friends, and we just used to be chilling like I was the homie. And so this let me know. And then throughout my life, I always had like a few female friends. I never had like a whole bunch of friends. I never had like a whole bunch of female friends, because it's hard to find women like me, women who not necessarily gossipy or messy, but who just chill, It's hard to find women like that, especially in Babylon. So I never had a lot of female friends. I could literally name on my hand how many female friends I had. So it was always me and a bunch of men, and it wasn't no sexual thing. We was just chilling. Like, these people I would rather be with for some reason. And so that's how I know that they have to have women. And that's why I put up that question yesterday: who else feels like me? Like, they have to have women who've had the same experience as me, who've had bonds with men that was, you know, non-sexual. You know what I'm saying? That all goes into having self-control. And if we're friends, if we're really friends, we're not going to cross that line. We're going to respect each other. I've had male friends while having a boyfriend. It's crazy. Like, as if this don't exist anymore. This is ridiculous to me. So this is why I decided to leave Melanation, because I have different views on life than Nature Boy, you know, and I had to come to terms with that. Like, I ain't feeling this shit, you know. And I just started asking questions. Like I said, when I look into nature, I just see freedom, you know. And he say no, it's what'd he say? I can't think of, yeah, or it's order and structure in nature. And I'm like, okay, but it's still freedom. Like, I just think that polygamy is being done the wrong way. And that's another thing. I said, since you always want to reference Africa and how polygamy started then, and like I said, those people were reproducing. They was coming together to raise the child. We're not supposed to be reproducing. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. Also, how were they doing it? Because I don't feel like we doing it right. You know, I don't feel like we doing it right. Well, I don't know that. I don't know that. Well, I have to follow my intuition. You know, that's something that women have, and it's very strong. You gotta listen to that. You gotta, you know, I know when something ain't right, and I be right every time. That's how I know. I gotta listen to me. Like, I gotta listen to me. And he could say I'm being subjective all he want, but this makes no sense to me. If we have trust, and if we have love and security and all this shit, and love is understanding, then why don't you understand that if you're married to a woman, if that's your wife and she loves you, that she's not gonna do nothing to hurt you. You know, if she have male friends, she's not gonna cheat on you. She's not gonna, that's where the trust comes in at. And maybe that's not what we have these days. You want to be trusted, but you don't trust, and that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. And that ties into the family thing. You can't have conversations with the other males in the tribe, because that might cause confusion. You know, that might cause confusion. Why would it cause confusion if that's my family? If we supposed to all be on the same frequency, how is that causing confusion? And that goes into trust again. That means there is no trust. I don't get it. If I'm wrong, let me know. Don't just be yes man and me, because I'm not trying to have people just agreeing with me. If you disagree, let me know. I'm opening this for questions right now. Any questions? No questions? Hanzo said, I'm lost, Yaya. Did you not know he was poly when you arrived there? Actually, I was his second wife when I got there. What I'm saying is, he ain't doing it right. I disagree with the way it's being done. And I asked him, well, if you want to reference Africa, how was it being done in Africa? And he can't tell me. He can't tell me. So I have to follow my own intuition. I don't feel like it's being done right. Like I said, if you want to be polygamous, then let these women bond with each other before you just try to, bruh, don't get me started. It ain't right. It ain't being done right. And I'm not going to get into all the details and all that.
You don't have your freedom, but he
Everybody needs to have their freedom. If it's supposed to be love and trust and family, what the fucking issue is? I'm gonna close out this video if nobody have questions.
What are your plans now? Audrey sites. Right, honey, has a question.
What she said?
She said, do you feel like you became attached to him?
Hold up, I want to talk to Tracy Meeks. I like Tracy Meeks. You could not talk to the other men there. We could talk, but it wasn't as freely as I could talk to another archetype there. Cause I had to respect certain boundaries, you know. And I don't want to get into all the details because that's like not my aim. That's not where I'm trying to go with it. What I'm saying is he would tell me that he'll say it. That will cause confusion. That will cause confusion, and you know, and I'm like, if this supposed to be my family, what fucking confusion? What confusion though? What confusion if we all supposed to be family? I can't go walk up to this nigga and just have a conversation. We ain't talking about nothing stupid. We ain't talking about nothing out the box. How I'm gonna play you and we in this small ass tribe? Like, I don't agree. What's
Somebody asked, had you connected with me?
Yeah, I'm with Mocha. Yeah, I wasn't. Nah, that's the thing. I don't want. It's not like I just connected with Mocha. I'm not using Mocha or nothing like that just because I'm by myself. No, Mocha will tell you herself I was not gonna contact Mocha because I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it on my own. You know, I'm not the type of person who look for handouts. I'll make it on my own. I do it on my own. Mocha kept contacting me until I was like, all right, you know what? I might be blocking a blessing if I keep ignoring Mocha. So, you know, I connected with Mocha. But I was not going to connect with Mocha. I was not going. She right here. She could take. Come on. Come tell him. Because.
Peace Reflections.
Did I contact you?
No, she didn't. I contacted her because I saw the first live yesterday morning. And I came in the middle and I was like, wait, Yaya left? And then I was like, okay. But right before that, I had messaged her because she had been on my mind. Mm-hmm. And so right after I saw the live and I was like, wait. So I hit her up again, like, wait, you're not there? And then I saw the next live on Facebook and she was there. So I was like, wait, I'm confused. So then I found out she wasn't there again and I contacted her again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you just kept contacting me the whole day. Like
where are you?
I took a taxi from where I was at in the jungle to the city just to get myself situated. And, she kept contacting me like, are you there? Did you make it yet? I'm just checking on you. She was very persistent.
Because San Jose is no place for somebody like us, you know, nature people.
The city
like,
is no place for us.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that, and I was like, you know what? Let me not block my blessings. Let me be open to this, because I don't want to be too stubborn. As an Aries, I know I could be very stubborn at times, and I don't want to be like that. So I'm growing. I'm learning to trust my intuition. You know, trust that inner voice.
Well, I'm glad that she got back in contact with me because I felt like she needed a place where she could regroup, you know, where she could gather her thoughts and figure out what she wanted to do next. She doesn't have to stay with me. I wasn't contacting her to stay with me. I just was contacting her so that she would have some kind of support. You know what I mean? I've gone through this. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going through this. And I just wanted to be, you know, that guide for her. Like, just letting her know, like, you could take the bus. You don't have to take a taxi everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
I learned that the hard way.
You know, so that's pretty much why I was hitting her up. And, you know, where I'm staying, we have Wi-Fi and we have a roof over our head. You know, it's rainy season here. So I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't wandering around San Jose. That's all.
So that's why Yaya left. And you know, that experience made me not want to be polygamous. I was like, you know what, I don't want this polygamy shit no more. But I thought about it and I'm like, you know what, maybe it's not being done right. So if we're gonna be polygamous, let's be polygamous, not be fucking polygamously one-sided. That's not right to me. That's not right. I could be being subjective. You can say it's subjective all you want. If you're gonna be polygamous, be polygamous. Be free. Be free with. Let everybody be free. Cause that one-sided polygamy shit ain't for me. Any more questions? I'm gonna close this out.